Hello, grindy tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 4, Genealogy of the Holy War, Chapter 10, with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we did the introduction story, and at least 50% of the arena-ing. So today we're going to try to speed through it. We're not going to spend too much time talking about the enemies in the arena. They're all pretty easy, mostly mages and stuff. And we're just going to try to finish up most of our unclaimed arena spoils. We do have some discussions to try to get, Leaf and Altina, and Shannon and Seliph, but it's probably more important to deploy the first turn thinking about all these dark mages, which we will get to as soon as we finish our arena. There's going to be a little bit of inventory switching around, but not too much, because I want to move over a couple spells and a couple weapons. We've already been doing it a little bit as we go along, so. Anyway, let's get back to work. We didn't do Shannon last time because I was thinking about getting him some money for a Paragon Band. But now that I'm thinking about how rushed the deployment is, it's probably better to either not do his arena now and get him the Paragon Band later, like do his arena later on when I can, move the money from Patty over or something. Or to just send him through the arena now with no Paragon Band. And I think I'm just going to send him through the arena now. It'll just save us a little bit of time later on. He could use some experience. He's not quite as highly leveled as Ulster and Larcy have turned out. But I'm also not too worried about it. So let's just send him through. It should be okay. So no money for Paragon Band. Just head on in with Steel Blade. I'll be able to repair that if I need to. And we'll just let him crush these guys. I'll be doing lots of lots of speed ups. Because if you watched the last episode, you got to see the other two Sword Masters basically do the same thing. And he's maybe a little bit weaker, but not that much weaker. I would really like to see him get some strength, but he's not getting it. And he broke his sword. All right, let's get that fixed. And finish off the arena. Should be okay. Oof. Well, that was bad luck. Still, I'm pretty sure he'll win eventually, because eventually he'll get an Astra and just kill the enemy like that. He got, the strength up there was nice. I think he got really bad luck on his first try by getting hit twice in a row and not getting any skills. Maybe he got a miss or something. Same thing there. 2 hits in a row at 34%. That's pretty unlucky. So now we're going to need a little bit of... Wow. We need a little bit of good luck. And there you go. I don't think he should have lost that last couple fights against Indra. 32% accuracy shouldn't hit him that many times in a row. Anyway, it's all good. He got a couple level ups. He's a Sword Master, same as Larcy, so if you remember last episode, we were going over everyone's stat maxes. He'll have the same as Larcy's. So his strength could go up to 27, but it's not even going to get close. I assume his growth rates just aren't quite high enough for that, or maybe I got RNG screwed. Either way, because his strength is kind of low comparatively, she is a much better Swordmaster. Like, yeah, max strength, skill, and speed is good. But, 19 is not nothing. It's just not as much. It looks like he'll probably cap out his skill at 30, and his speed also caps at 30, so I'd say he has a reasonably good chance of maxing out speed and almost guaranteed skill. His luck growth doesn't really matter. His defense cap is 22, so you could say he's a lower level with the same amount of defense, so he might be a little bit more tanky, a little bit more, survivable than Larcy, but not by a significant amount. And Ulster is certainly the more tanky of the three anyway, with 22. So, I mean, he's doing all right. Shannon was very strong when we got him. The only downside was basically ground unit movement. And he does have a legendary sword, which is pretty awesome. So, nothing wrong with this guy. Just not as much strength as I would like. I mean, the Balmung does make up for that, because it gives him, almost double the might of a Steel Blade. So, in that sense, his strength doesn't matter as much, because he can go up to, right now, 49 might, which is definitely higher than... It's actually not much higher. But technically, he can do more damage than the Silver Blade with his Balmung. Yeah, plus 10 might, even though he's almost 10 strength below. Anyway, just kind of neat how that's kind of worked out. But if you've got a legendary weapon, it makes up for some other shortcomings. Did we haven't done Lana yet. Lana, oh, she's already level capped. I mean, she doesn't need the Paragon Band or anything. I suppose you might want to use her money to pass it to her lover, which would be Seliph. Now, he doesn't really need the money much either, but because he's our hero, and I'm sure he will be our Tierfing, and I believe he's got some custom dialogue if he gets some kills, some boss kills, or custom dialogues with bosses, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. It might be worth it to try to move some rings onto him, like a speed ring would be quite nice, maybe a strength ring as well. He's already got defense and resistance, but speed is probably the next most useful, and then maybe strength after that. But the power ring is currently on Fee, and she definitely needs it, and also Lester, and he probably needs it. So who's got a speed ring I could move over? Ulster doesn't really need his, and neither does Larcy, really. Both of them are holding on to the speed ring because they had the money for it, essentially. I should probably move it over to people who are more in need. And maybe Seliph is one. Now, he's got enough money right now we could buy it straight up. I'm just trying to think, like, Lana can get about 20k out of the arena. She doesn't get any experience, she just gets money. So instead of going to 50k and then losing money, maybe we would send some to Seliph. We don't need to worry about that right this second. So what we'll do for now is just, you know, repair up this and leave it at that. Now, she could buy a wind tome or a fire tome, I suppose, if you didn't want to use thunder. But I think I was planning on giving the wind tome to someone else, right? Like, Tinny has Elwind. Arthur has wind. I might actually put it back on Seti, or he didn't have it before. But the problem with Seti was that there was that one time where the 70% accuracy of Tornado was a little bit bad, and I might have rather had a C rank tome that was more accurate. But that was a boss. I don't know if that'll ever happen again. Is there anybody else? Let's look at the magic chart. Arthur's got wind. Teeny's got Elwind. Leaf doesn't matter. Seti's got Tornado. Lana's pretty much the only other one that would even want it. But she's also, like, she's a healer, right? Like, she's primarily a healer. She doesn't fight very often. Her magic stat is insane. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I guess I have to give wind to somebody, but I think Thunder's fine for her. She's pretty fast. Like, she's actually really fast, 23 speed. She's got a really high magic stat. She's not going to fight very often. She doesn't need the best C rank tome. I think it actually will be better to put on Seti. Yeah. He doesn't have enough money to buy. Let's talk about Seti's arena next. I wouldn't mind buying him the Paragon Band, but he doesn't have the cash for it. So I'd have to sell the Silence. If I sell the Silence, I have to buy it back for 30,000 gold. Now, I want that on my highest magic caster that has B rank in the most magic stat and has a B rank in staves. Or B or A, you know what I mean. Can use it. So if we look at rank by staves, we've got Carpra, Leaf, Lana, Seti, and Tinny can all do this. Nobody else has high enough. And if we switch over to stats, you can see that, yeah, Tinny's, everyone Tinny and up can use it. Tinny's got 27 magic. Lana's got 27 magic. So Tinny might be the best silence caster. I think she moves farther. She's got 6 move. Lana's only got 5 moves. So it's a little bit easier for Tinny to get in range. The only other option would be to throw, well, I guess technically we could boost it up by +5. Oops. By giving, like, Arthur's got the magic ring. So he's got 30 magic, and technically Tinny could have 32. I also have not done her arena yet. She also doesn't really have the spare cash, so does it matter that much? Like, Seti's already 24. I assume he'll get a couple more magic ups. He's probably not that much below. Like, he's 3 points below her at level 23. Oh, she's level 22. She's definitely got the magic edge. Before we do their arena, let me just see stat cap. So she's a war mage. Her magic cap's at, I don't know. It's a mystery. Is that considered a mage fighter? Probably, because she gets sword ranks. So female sword fighter is 27 cap. So she's capped her magic. She cannot get it any higher. Sages go up to 30, theoretically. Sages have the highest magic cap. I guess it just depends on if he gets lucky. He'd be the best silence user. And this is a sleep staff that I can't afford to repair right now either. Well, I could, but... Because I could give money to SETI. Like, there's some value in having a 30 magic silence coming up. There's a lot of enemy mages out there. I could give money and then dance still kind of thing. If I gave him 13k, that would be enough for the Paragon Band. Like, how much leveling up does he need is the question. Is it worth it to sort of waste... Like, the question in my head, essentially, is, do I want Lean to dance outside of the castle this turn or inside the castle? If we do it inside the castle, then we can transfer a bit of gold around and do some extra arena. A little bit extra XP grinding. If we don't do that, then we can use Lean out here to do like a turn 1 strike on these guys. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do, though, because there's no way we're going to kill them all. I have a feeling turn 1 is probably going to be set up. Maybe lure a couple up. Try to stay out of range of the sleep tome, or the sleep and Fenrir. Yeah, turn 1's not going to be a charge down. Turn 1's is going to be deploy, try to lure up a couple safely. So yeah, I think I'm okay with this. We're gonna count on doing Lean. Lean's going to do a dance to refresh people. She's not going to deploy until next turn, and will be able to dance people next turn anyway. So it's not even that big a deal. Well, I say that. We'll see what happens. I have a plan. It's good to have a plan. Doesn't always work. I am gonna... I never really decided that question, did I? I could just give him, you know, the Thunder Tome, and then give the Wind Tome to Lana. Whatever. Alright, let's do this. The Wind Tome is cheaper to repair, so it's also kind of nice when you're low on gold. HP, Strength, Defense. No magic, you punk. But because he's got Adept and everything, he's going to get a lot of attacks. Oh yeah, against... I should probably switch back to Tornado against the really strong ones. Well, the strong mages, because they get a lot more resistance, which we're not really piercing through very well. HP, Defense, Resistance. That's 2 level ups with no magic. This time we'll switch over to the big boy Tornado, I think. We're getting 12 more might for 20 accuracy. I think it's worth it. Well, that dropped us from 92 to 72. But then a crit is a one-shot. I don't think a wind crit would have been that much. Yeah, I think that was probably worth the Tornado. HP 2, Luck 1. Wow, SETI. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a bit sketch. Look at all these dodges. God. So we dodged a 34% hit, and then they dodged 3 56%. Anyway, they didn't hold it up for a second round, so it's fine. The Queen of Dodging. Come on, SETI. That is just the worst stats you could possibly gain. Well, I'm not very impressed with that. That was some pretty bad level ups. I guess I could repair... Sleep is pretty great. What would I do? Let's look at his caps just for fun. Man. So Sage has a 15 strength cap, no big deal. It's supposed to be a 30 magic cap, although it's acting like 24, because he hasn't got any magic up in a long time, I don't think. Which is dumb. If he got closer to 30, he'd be so much stronger. His skill cap is 27, so he's actually... Yeah, he's maxed on skill and speed. So part of the reason his level ups have been bad is no growth rates for skill and speed. I mean, I think he had 30 speed when we recruited him. So he hasn't had a single speed up level up ever, even though he's got like 120% growth or something stupid. Luck is 30, of course. Defense for Sages is 18. He's actually not too far off on that. And resistance is 27, nowhere close. The only kind of failure on SETI in my eyes is his magic growth. I think... I don't know... Maybe Lewin and Aaron just didn't have a very good magic growth overall. I don't know. Maybe we just got bad RNG. Maybe he just doesn't have very good growth. I haven't looked it up. I know I typed it on the side for you. I just didn't memorize it. Okay, anyway, let's... Sure. I don't know if I'll use it, but we've got it ready to go. He can put someone to sleep if I have to. If it's an emergency, that's a good use of 30,000 gold. And silence is also pretty good. I think there is another magic ring. We've got like there's I think in the game essentially in Generation 2, you should be able to get 2 of each ring. So we've got 2 skill rings, 2 speed rings, 2 power rings, 2 shield rings, and barrier rings, I think. There's probably another magic ring. Arthur has 1, and maybe we'll give the other one to Seti. Maybe I'll give it to Tinny. I don't know. I guess on the Wrath users, it's even better because you can get guaranteed crits. Like Seti has normal crit, which is just skill percent, which is still 27%. That's not bad at all. But Wrath is guaranteed if you take damage, if you take the right amount of damage. So anyway, that's just you know, I'm just thinking about stuff. All right, who's left for arenaing anyway? We must be making a good dent in this, right? Let's see here. Carper can't do it. Lana, I'm not going to do it. Tinny, we might as well do it. Finn. Oh yeah, the rest were like, should I do money for Paragon? Let's do Oifi next. He's got enough money. He had almost exactly the right amount of money. Now, he may need... The Broken Sword is the Brave Sword. He may end up needing that, but not for the first couple rounds, anyway. Let's have a look at his level ups. Don't let me skip through them. HP, Strength, Defense, Resistance. I'm happy with that. Now, his Silver Sword, unlike Selef's, does not have criticals. But it is just an amazing sword on its own right, because it's light and hits really hard. HP, Speed, Luck. Okay. This is automatic. I think we don't need to buy him the Brave Sword. He does have the critical skill, which kind of makes up for not having a 50 kill sword, you know. HP, Magic. Wow. Oifi. This fight, he's going to need... He is faster than Indra, which helps. He's going to need a couple dodges. I think he just needed 1 dodge, basically, and then some amount of good accuracy or skill activation. So that was actually pretty smart. We didn't really need Brave Sword for that. Oifi, HP, Skill, Luck, Resistance. Okay, his level ups have been okay, but certainly not amazing. He had better than average. Well, I don't know if it's better than average, but he had okay level ups, is all I'm trying to say. So he is technically a paladin. A lot of my characters ended up in the paladin class, as it turns out. Even though some of them, not all paladins are the same. Some of them have lances, some of them have staves. It's kind of weird. Anyway, unless this is something else, what other classes are there? Lance Knight is Duke Knight, Prince, Princess, Master Knight, Axe Knight, Great Knight. No, this is pretty much all it could be. Doesn't matter what the translation says. It's Paladin's a Paladin. Alright, so his caps, I know we've done them already with other Paladins, but just to recap quick, he could have got up to... He can get up to 24 Strength, 20 Magic, because Paladin is a jack of all trades, apparently. 24 Skill and Speed, so he's still got some room to improve. 30 Luck, 24 Defense, and 20 Resistance. So in one hand, I suppose his growth rates are nice in the sense that all the way up to level 30, he could continue gaining Strength, Skill, Speed, and Defense. Which is probably why we're seeing slightly decent level ups on him, because he still can gain growths. He might not have the best growth rates, but they kind of average out for his class better near the end of the game. That's okay, you know, I'm not mad at that. Alright, now Finn has nearly enough money. We could certainly set this up for him, I think. Do you think he'll need the Brave Lance to finish it? Now, I'd have to sell, like, a couple things. I'm still gonna try to get it for him. Let's plan on... I'll buy that back, but we'll do one round and then buy the I'll buy the whatchamacallit, Paragon Band. Finn is getting... Well, that was a very good level up. Strength, speed, luck, defense. Yeah, okay, good. I seem to remember that he's had a couple bad level ups in the Generation 2, basically. So, that's unfortunate. He's not that fast. Like, you can see a lot of enemies are going before him. I actually want to buy that Slim Lance back. Or at least one of them. It doesn't really matter which one. Because this does give him, like, a considerable, like, better hit rate, and it's six speed faster, basically. And going first is really quite important. And he's got a lot of strength, so losing out on the damage doesn't hurt that badly, but losing out on the accuracy and the speed really does hit. HP and defense. Alright. Not amazing. Oof. Go on, dodge. Good job, Finn. Kill. Alright. I was a little bit worried there. 8. Yeah, remember when I said he's getting bad level ups? Maybe he's capped on a bunch. We'll find out shortly. I'm not even sure if he can win this fight, so that's why I cheated. Put a save state down. Wow, that was not even close. So I wonder if speed doesn't really matter here, if we should go with damage instead. 70% to hit. How do we win this one? Ugh. Just luck. It's just a lot of dodges in a row. There you go. Just, I guess it wasn't the craziest win we ever had, but yeah, not impressed. Not really impressed there, buddy. Finn, you've kind of fallen behind, I think. We'll get him a javelin at least. Do I care enough to buy him the Horse Layer back? It might be useful. There are like a group of cav coming at some point on this map. Alright, so Finn the Duke Knight, locked to one weapon is tough. It's not as bad as Johann with only axes, but it is definitely not turning out super hot for Finn. Let's have a look at Duke Knights here. 27 strength cap, so obviously stronger than Paladins. Skill and speed cap of 22. He's not going to hit either of those, unfortunately, but neither of them are very high level caps. 23 defense cap, 18 resistance cap. Yeah. Optimally, he'd be 27 strength, 22 skill speed. That's still not that amazing, but I guess for a cav, he's got a lot of strength. Like, you know, a lot of people, including like Seliph, can't get to 27 strength. 25 is decent, and then some of the other ones, like the Paladins, were down to 24. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus or nothing, but he's not that impressive. His HP is also not that high because he doesn't have Holy Blood. I think basically every Holy Blood adds HP growth rate plus 1 or 2 other stats. Because he doesn't have any of that, he actually has one of the worst HPs. I think if we looked it up, which is unfortunate because he's a frontliner basically. If we look at max HP, somewhere around here. Yeah, he's really low. Like, he's only beating out Carpra and Lean. And he's got 6 levels on Johann. And, yeah, I mean, it's not like 50 HP is nothing, but you can definitely see how certain characters just have a lot more HP pool to play with. Anyway, just kind of neat little observation, I think. So Finn, probably not going to lean on him too heavily towards the end of the game here. All right, who's left? I know we're almost done. Alright, Lana, no. Hannibal, maybe. Tinny, yes. Do I send her money? Johann is not going to clear the arena. There's no way. I think we send Johann in next because he probably won't get very far. Carper can't do the arena. So basically, there's only like Tinny and Hannibal that are like actual full clears. I'm sorry, Johann. I just have to say, I don't think you'll actually finish this. So I'm not going to bother trying to get you the money for a Paragon Band. And I don't actually think you'll get very far, honestly. he could have lost that fight, for instance. I'm just going to use save states. Just he might just die here. Well, okay, no, he's not going to die here. 1 damage isn't going to do it. But I wouldn't get my hopes up very high for this buddy. I guess if I could get in the speed ring, it might help, but he doesn't even have the money for that. I'd have to transfer him gold just to get the speed ring, which would be definitely something I should do, I guess. Should I... yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. So Shannon finished his arena. Yeah. He is going to give his money to Patty, because that was kind of his job, is holding on to money for her. And then Patty, after we dance her, can give it... Actually, we should... Before she gives it, she should do as far in the arena as she can get as well. And if I buy her the Brave Sword, she can probably clear the arena. You know, she could almost buy... Actually, she can sell the Bolt Sword, buy the Paragon Band. Yeah, okay, so she can definitely do that. Okay, that'll be the plan. There's probably no one else that's going to need to get danced. It's really just Patty because of the give gold thing. So let's do this. And we'll do Patty next. We'll sell off the Bolt Sword. We will buy the Paragon Band. Oh, right, it's cheap. Never mind. Didn't even need to do that. Actually, speaking of that, if I want her to do well here, she's going to need this. The Brave Sword will make it a lot easier. And actually, we can send her over some rings. Yeah. 46k versus 49. If I do this, they're losing out on money. Right, but I didn't want them both to hold on to the speed ring anyway. So you know what? Because Larcy is speed capped, I'm going to sell her speed ring and not plan to give it back to her. And then Ulster, I think I'm going to give his defense ring to someone else as well. Because he's not going to be in a position to do tanking very often. I'd rather have that on someone who could get more value out of it. Like, 22 defense is decent. 27 is better, obviously. But I'd rather put it on someone, if I can figure somebody out, that will actually get good value. Like, maybe even Altina. She's got amazing defense. Put it on her, and she's flying around actually getting good value out of it regularly. Maybe. Anyway, it'll make it easier for, what's her name here? Patty to make it through the arena. And we can still sell them off Patty and send the money to, some money, anyway, to, yeah, whatever his name is. The guy. Hey, there we go. We didn't have to spend all our money. We can just get a little bit done. Good. Alright, anyway, she should be fine for Slim Sword for the first couple rounds. She's actually not that bad anymore. As we've been getting her level ups, she's been sort of catching up with the rest of the team a little bit. Patty definitely had a hard time getting through the arena earlier, but I think that was mostly my fault for trying to do the sleep strats. Let's see how she does here. Oh, yeah, she's so dodgy, yeah. Good job, Patty. 1 HP level up. Beautiful. I actually don't even know if she needed the Brave Sword, to be honest. I'll use it for, like, the last round. Speed, luck, HP, better than nothing. This should be absolutely a joke. 0%, yeah. Actually, let's just find out if the Brave Sword was a complete waste of money. Yeah, Luna's great. And 1 in 3 to get hits. Still takes 2 hits to kill her. She kills in... Well, she doesn't do that much damage, but when Luna procs, yeah. Alright, Patty, look at this. I mean, I did give her some rings, but the only one that really applied here was the speed ring, so... Strength, luck. Good job, Patty. Actually, oh, there's one more. Right. This is the one where I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should give her a better one. The brave ring, or the Brave Sword would make this easier, I'm sure. But, I mean, 15% isn't much, so it would have taken some really bad luck there to get hit twice and died. So, good job. She actually fully cleared the arena with a Slim Sword and not a whole lot of additional benefits. Cool. Don't underestimate the Patty. Alright, so we are definitely going to... Right, and I'm planning to give the speed ring to somebody else. I think she is actually going to repair the Brave Sword and then sell it, because she probably gets it on a discount. Like, I think that costs her nothing, because she probably sells it for the same price she repaired it. It's kind of a neat trick, actually. I don't know how much that saves us overall. And then, let's not sell the shield ring until later. Like, she can hold on to that for the moment. I am probably going to move that to somebody else eventually. But now she can pass over money. She's got a lot of money. Like, we're kind of wasting... It's a bit... Like, Johan doesn't need that much. But I think getting him the speed ring is the right choice. I mean, everybody wants the speed ring. Like, make no mistake, anybody would get good value from the speed ring. But... And axes are so bad. I mean, like, you... I am torn. Obviously, this would be really good on anybody. Oh, well, I've sort of... This was the idea, was I was going to get Johan a little bit stronger. I feel like this is sort of a waste, but whatever. Have some money. Buy yourself a better ring. At least it kind of... it synergizes with the Pursuit Band. It doesn't synergize with axes very well. But, you know, putting him up to 24 speed... makes his attack speed 12, which is better. That he might actually get some pursuits now and then. Yeah, I'm still doubtful he's going to get very far in the arena, but we'll try. I don't even know if he can beat Roland. He beat him. He does hit pretty hard. Okay. Come on, give me some good stat ups, Johan. Defense, hey? Yeah, great. I think he could lose at any point now. I have no faith in him getting anywhere past this. The fact that he went first and got 2 hits helps him out a lot. So maybe a little bit lucky that time around. Next up is Axe versus Axe. He should win this one, yeah? Because Brave Axe beats Silver Axe, right? So... And also he's faster and Pursuit works. Okay, I don't know how much is thanks to the speed ring or not, but he's definitely made it further than I thought he would. So rank 6, Dark Mage. He could win this one, yeah. Yeah, because he outsped him. So yeah, he actually had pretty good odds there. He could have missed a couple hits because he got 4 in a row, so... Not bad. Terrible level ups, though. Alright, well, prove me wrong, then. Clear the arena, buddy. The enemy is faster than he is. More accurate. More damage. No. We're not going to win this one. We need, like, 2 more lucky dodges. It's in the range of technically possible. But I just don't believe it, right? I just don't believe that Johan could do it. Okay, that was incredibly lucky. We got a lot of dodges that we probably shouldn't have. So, cool. He did clear the arena. I would not have bet on it, but I didn't even have to do any save scumming or anything. He just cleared it out. Good job, Johan. That might be the first arena he's ever cleared. And I think it's because the speed ring and Pursuit Band really stack well with a Brave Axe. So, you know, if we could get him 11 more kills, he'd have a critical Brave Axe with a reasonably good speed. Now, his level ups were trash, so he's not doing great on that front. But let's have a look at his caps quick. So, strength cap is 27. Not doing too hot on that. Magic is 15, you know, haha. Skill cap is 22. He's got a terrible skill stat. 12 is perhaps the lowest skill we've got for fighters. Like, I'm going to check that. That's really bad. He has a 22 speed cap. He's actually not too far off the speed cap. He might hit his speed max. And then defense cap is 25. He's also pretty close to that. I mean, I could give him a shield ring as well. He could afford it. Basically use him as a tank. I'll think about it. It's in the, did I sell it already? I think I did. No, I did not. Who's got it? Oh, Patty's got it, right. She just can't sell it this turn. Yeah. You know, I might put it on him unless somebody else looks more appealing. You know, I think 39 defense is already high enough. Fee could also use it, but she's got 2 rings. You know, I hate to give one person all the rings, but anyway, that's okay. Anyway, good. Let's just keep moving on. We're already 36 minutes in here. Who's left? Arenas. Not too much. Tinny is next. I was planning on giving her gold, and then I didn't do that. Carper can't. So Hannibal and Tinny is basically it. She is trying to fall in love with Seti, but it hasn't happened yet. She doesn't have anything she can sell to get to 40k. I was sort of planning on giving her gold, but I gave up all my gold already. Well, I could give her 10. Technically, next turn we could do it, I guess. But then Patty doesn't deploy next turn. Does that matter? She's probably not going to go fight the mages anyway. Okay, we'll save Tinny for next turn. And then Hannibal, yeah, he doesn't really have any weapons or anything. Let's go shopping. He's not going to buy, I mean, I don't know. Buy him a steel lance. We'll buy him a steel axe. We'll buy him an iron bow. And what else can we buy him? Steel sword. He could technically use a steel blade, but he came with a silver blade, but he's got, like, not very good skills, so I don't know about that. I think the normal swords that are more accurate are probably better for him. Oh, don't let me forget to send that brave sword back. Yeah. Also, who was supposed to buy the bolt sword? Crumb. Someone was probably supposed to buy that back. Slim lance is better for people with pursuit. Alright, I think he's got a decent supply of weapons. Sword, bow, axe, lance. Good enough. Sword will be his best bet most of the time. I doubt he's going to clear the arena either. Now, he does have Pavice, right? So, you never know. He can get a lot of blocks. I'm not going to watch his slowly walk around and block half the attacks. If he wins, he wins. If he loses, he's a loser. It's kind of like Arden. Yeah, I don't think we're going to try to go past that. I'm not really surprised. Yeah, I mean, we went through a lot of trouble to recruit him. He's not very good. Just so you guys can see a general caps, we're probably never going to get him to level 30, but his strength cap's at 25, magic's 15, skills 21, speed's 20. That's like the lowest we've got for a promoted character. Defense is 27. Like, nobody can get 30 defense? Like, the tankiest unit is actually a Dragon Master? Yeah. Dragon Masters go up to 29. He only goes up to 27. That's actually kind of silly. Anyway, he gets a lot of weapon skills, but he's slow. And Johan definitely gets better use out of that pursuit band because he's got better speed. So, yeah. A lot of work to recruit him. He's not that great. But, cool. We got him, right? Was that everybody? Yeah, Tinny is going to go next turn. And Lana doesn't matter. We can do her later if I want for money. She's already leveled capped. Carper can't. Lean, we can do later if we care. It doesn't matter. And Patty's actually done. Okay, good. I think we still have a little bit of time left to do a little bit of the episode. I think I definitely want the Paragon band for Tinny just to get her leveled up a bit more. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh yeah, before we deploy, Brave Sword, Dermot. Almost forgot. Yes. He's got no other weapons. It might be nice to buy him a backup sword of some sort, just in case, you know, we go for too long. He must have been the bolt sword user, wasn't he? He doesn't really need it with the brave sword. The brave sword is just so good. So, okay. The only thing we have to divvy out is probably the bolt sword. And if we care enough, Armor Slayer, Wing Slayer. Let's give him an Iron Sword just as a backup. We've got lots of them just laying around there. Nice to have a backup. So, I did move the Wind Sword over to Fee. I think that was a good idea. Ares has a Light Brand, so he's got a ranged attack. I think Dermot should probably still have a ranged attack, technically. Nana does not have a ranged attack. Also, not much magic. Dermot has 0 magic. He's... yeah. He's not very good with magic swords. Is there anyone else that could use a magic sword? That, like, needs one kind of thing? No swords. I mean, Leaf could, but I figure because he can use bows and re-equip, he doesn't need them as badly as other people. I could buy him a magic tome. Just to say he's got one. It's kind of silly. Also, I've got that Slim Lance. I should give the Slim Lance to somebody as well. I talked myself out of putting it on Fee because her Brave Lances can do most of the work. Well, it looks like Dermot's kind of, other than like the Sword Masters, he's probably the best bet other than maybe Nana, but she's still, like, she's very strong. She's got a Brave Sword of her own. It's kind of funny, I ended up with my Charm siblings both having Charm and the Brave Swords. That's kind of fun, right? Who would be better off? You know what? We're going to give... I'm pretty sure he used to have the Bolt Sword and I sold it for reasons. So he has it back. And Nana, because someone's got to have it, she's going to get the Earth Sword. So she's got a ranged life-stealing attack. I think she started with it and then I just thought it sucked and got rid of it. It's really not that bad. She just doesn't have a lot of magic. So it might be better on someone who has a higher magic stat, but whatever. So that's that. There's a couple more things to buy, but we're almost through. I never bought a lance for, yeah. I can't imagine. Would I ever use this on him, though? Like, the thing is, the Silver Sword is going to be better than the Slim Lance, basically always. So we need to give the Slim Lance to someone who would at least find it an improvement once in a while. You know, Oifi also has the Silver Sword. Finn already has a Slim Lance. I think the Slim Lance is actually a pretty good weapon. See, Altina has a Steel Sword. The Slim Lance is similar, but she doesn't really need it. Who else? Let me just pull up. Because I'm struggling now, we're just going around. Who could use a Slim Lance that might want it? Nana, eh. Ares has swords. Everyone who can use lances can use swords, basically, except Finn. So it's kind of pointless. The Slim Lance works best on people like Finn and Quan. And you need Pursuit for it to really make any serious difference. Well, basically, I don't think it's going to matter much, but I'm going to give it to Seliph. Basically because now he's got a lance, and he has Weapon Triangle if I ever care. And then we've got, all that's left to buy is basically Armor Slayer, Wing Slayer. You would want to give those to people that don't have critical somehow, like either from the skill critical or from a weapon that gives critical. Both of my flyers have the critical skill, which is pretty cool. I think, doesn't Ares get it from his Mistletoe, so he can turn on crits if he wants as well. Although it's not guaranteed, you know what I mean, like, it's nice. Dermot gets super crits. Man, we've got so many people with amazing weapons, like, I don't even know what to do with my extra stuff here. Oifi's already got an Armor Slayer and a Silver Sword. He could just be our Jack of all trades. We'll give him the other one. He's got an Armor Slayer. We'll give him a Wing Slayer. And then one more person can have an Armor Slayer. I guess I'll give it to Nana. And she's got a Brave Sword. People with Brave Swords, man. So good. You know what? I'll give it to Fee. She's got relatively low strength. and there may be a situation where criticals against armor units is good. Also, there is a steel blade. That's a reasonably good weapon. A-rank swords for anyone before we deploy. I feel like I should still be doing this because if I don't buy them now, I'm never going to do it. So a steel blade, let's see. Has to be A or higher, which is a lot of people. Dermot's got a brave sword. Patty doesn't need it. Larcy's got a silver. Ulster's got a silver. Nana's got a brave sword. Oify has got a silver blade, silver sword. Hannibal, I guess we could give it to Hannibal. Fee's got a brave lance and lots of stuff. Leaf, I guess I could give it to Leaf actually. He's only got a light sword right now. Yeah, actually, Leaf is a good target for this. Because this gives him the option to use a heavier, less accurate, but more damage sword. Which, like, he has a lot of options, and now he's got a full set. But, you know, it does the same damage as the steel lance, but it's a fair bit lighter. I don't know, you know, he's got so many options, it's really hard to say. Okay. Let's stop messing around the castle. Let's at least do the first turn or two before I have to end the episode. I said I was going to get to work here this episode. So, this is scaring me, basically. Like, this is a lot of firepower. In case you forgot from last episode, a lot of these guys have Jormungand, which is the least scary of the dark spells. It's it hits pretty hard, but relatively heavy, and at least it's just a normal spell. But a lot of these guys, or I think 2 or 3 of them have Hell, which is, so 90% down to 60. So 30% less accurate. Very, very heavy. But if it hits, you get drained to 1 HP, which is scary. And there's 2 of them. Lots of Jormungands. Lots of Jormungands and a couple Hells. And then I think there are 2 with Fenrir for long-range sniping. Fairly accurate. And then a couple with Sleep as well. And more with Jormungand. And to throw into the mix, they've got some Silver Sword heroes with Pursuit. Both of them heroes. So they're looking at like 15 attack speed. And also snipers with Silver Bows and Pursuit with attack speed of 10. So yeah, that's a pretty scary group. And I'm not really confident how to deploy safely here. I think the goal, at least at first, would be to stay out of range of Sleep and... Where are they? Where are my Fenrirs? So there's 1 Fenrir here and 1 Sleep here. So, like, we have no space. 1 down is in Sleep range. 1 down and 2 over is Fenrir range. And then there's another Fenrir over here. 1 down, 2 left, and then further left is another Sleep. So yeah, this is nuts. And they don't have limited uses like we do. Like, we can only cast Sleep once and then it breaks. They can cast it over and over again. Now I might want to try Silence on like this guy. 16 resistance. I'm sure we've got more than 16 magic, so I could Silence on turn 1 this guy. And then that's probably what we should do. Stay out of range of... Like, hopefully, if this group all triggers and moves towards us, I might just use SETI to silence maybe both the Fenrir. I don't know if you can silence a staff user. Probably, but I don't know for sure. They're easy to kill if we get in close. Silence this guy. Lure at least 1. Basically this guy, but staying out of range of Sleep. So we stay out of range of there, and we position 1 person to the right, and everybody else, like, oof, there's like no space at all, right? Scary. Alright, well let's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or sorry, counting this tile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from that tile, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's his range as well. I hope this works. This would be an argument for having Lean dance whoever's got the Silent Staff on turn 1. I didn't really plan that part out. I'm not going to use the sleep staff, but silence should work here. Because we've got 20-something magic. I love how the music shuts off when you do that, though. It's great. Alright. Full level up. H. Dang it, Seti, why are your level ups so bad? All I want is him to grow his magic a little bit more. Alright, well, I still think that was a good play. That will... Basically, 6 turns is enough for me to wipe this group out, I'm sure. So, the only thing that might have been better is, on the first turn, silence him and the other Fenrir guy, because we could have danced him and moved over and done the other guy, I'm sure. But I didn't do that. Alright, so then the next thing is, who do we lure out against 35 black magic damage? Attack speed 1... So we could rely on one of my mages. We could also use someone that has, like, the Light's Brand. Now, that's not going to do a ton of magic damage because of the way his magic stat works. The Light spell is, I assume, uses the might of the weapon. 12 might, maybe, for Light Brand. 21 damage, but at least he wouldn't have Weapon Triangle, I think. Or we could just use a mage to tank out with high resistance. Who's got, like, the best resistance? This is actually kind of helpful for this upcoming giant mage group, is people that have really good resistances. Ares, but that's because of his weapon, and Fee. Yeah, Fee is the other good option. 22 resistance. I could just put a javelin on her. Or the wind sword, I guess. It would have been better if she had the javelin for this. I'm going to use Fee. That's fine. And I'm going to put her right beside Seti. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we'll see if this works. We're not going to do that. Make sure the wind sword's equipped. Okay, so that... I mean, she's going to have 69 avoid. I think she gets weapon triangle down by dark. So he'll probably hit her. It's fine. As long as they get lured up, that's what really counts. So then we just have to stay out of range of sleep if we care. And deploy... I mean, we don't actually have to deploy everybody, because we're going to be so close to the castle. But it's a lot easier to plan movement, and I'd like my horses to be out kind of ready to go. So leave one space, and then put someone... Okay, someone can stand there. We're going to put... Actually, Seliph I am going to deploy for his charm bonus. And I'm going to leave him here. Just to make sure these guys get charm. And then I'm going to deploy Dermot. One space for sleep, and then over one, so he's providing charm. And then Nana. This is probably enough. If we... like, one thing that we might be doing here is providing enough... evasion to Fee that they won't even attack her. But I'm pretty sure he's got so much accuracy, there's no... Like, we're not going to get to 116 avoid. Alright, so... This is the plan. We're going to deploy people up here that have horses first, or can fly. Actually, flying over this way would be very helpful. If we can pick off those guys. I don't know how safe it will be, but yeah. Before we do that, let me just mark out sleep, or this is that one, and this is sleep. Yeah, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, the problem is if I'm in range, if I'm not in range of sleep, I can't actually fly far enough. Well, no, she's got a ranged weapon, right? We could try to fly down and throw a javelin before it got a turn to cast sleep. Now, she'd be still pretty weak to all the other magic coming her way. It's really just an option, and I doubt that's what I'm going to do, but I'm just putting it out there as this might be something to try. Or, 16 magic is actually not enough to... This is... The other thing I should have tried to do, and maybe... Yeah, okay. Hindsight, I should have used someone else to lure... this guy up than Fee. We could have definitely had Fee in range of one of the sleep staves. Like, I forgot. All I need is 16 or higher resistance, and they can't hit you. So Fee would make a better, like, fly down this way kind of spot. And start... Yeah, okay, that's a couple mistakes, technically, yeah. Does anyone else have, like, really good resistance here? Other than Fee? Tinny's not high enough by 1. Lean is actually not sleepable. Neither is Seliph. Julia was my main, like, anti-mage, and that's too bad. Alright, well, let's just get people deployed then. I don't know if this really makes any difference at all, but we're just deploying people because if I don't, I'll probably forget. No, it's... Let me double check what my range is. We can actually move 1 down, 1 right from SETI. I think Ares... Oh, well, there is some love points to consider at some level, but not right now. There's not enough room for love. Sorry, guys. Fans of love will have to wait a little longer. Yeah, we can move further south. I guess by making kind of a concave, like a wall of... Like, it's gonna be easier for Oifi to move down and hit somebody than if I left him in the castle, basically. Is that forest safe? No. But we can move as far as here. And, you know, I mean, it's something. Johan is really not the kind of person that's probably going to do much on this fight, to be honest. And everybody else doesn't have a horse, so... If we do have to do tricks, like attack and then retreat back to the castle, none of these guys can do it. There's not really space for them down there to really make much difference. I guess I'll deploy, like, a couple more up here, but it's... At this point, we're not really saving any turns moving now, I don't think. Tinny's going to do the arena at some point, but not... Oh, wait. No, I was going to do that next turn. Patty can give money to Tinny next turn, and she can do the arena and move out. So we can still do that, okay. But I'll get Larcy... I mean, like I said, I said this last chapter, we've got so many units, it's kind of overkill. Alright, I think that's it for this. Yeah, I'm not going to deploy anybody else. There's just not enough space. We're out of space for my plan. Let's see what happens. I know it's already an hour in, but let's at least see what happens here and start planning our next turn before I end. Let's see if they take the bait. Yeah, so that one of them moves up. I do think I should have used someone other than Fee for this. Like, having high resistance was a good idea, but it'd be better to have her moving in on the sleep mages rather than messing around here with that. Took a crit and an adept to get the kill there. So relatively low odds of actually getting back kill. So they are moving. That's probably good, because it's easier than charging into their forest. Unfortunately, they're not really charging up very much. That's a scary lot of enemies. Oh yeah, we get to see who's all moving right away. Well, we've no need to make haste here. Men, move out, but at a leisurely pace. Scary music, though, hey? After, I think, next episode, we're just going to fast forward through these guys, because that's, you know, 15 paladins. It's a fair number. And axe guys, I assume. Slowly swimming across the water, heading towards villages everywhere. Alright, so yeah, we definitely want to be fairly efficient here if we want to save our villages. Now, there is one village that drops a ring. I haven't looked it up yet. I think it said north of Militos or something like that. It's Rados. That's maybe it was east of Milton. Maybe it's one of these ones we need to save. If it's one of those two, we can probably just fly someone over to kill this guy. I mean, I'd like to get the money and the dialogue for saving the villages, but the items are the most important. Okay, so would it be possible to just fly down and dance down and kill everything in one turn? How many enemies total are we looking at here? 4, 8, 12. We're looking at 16 enemies. Well, technically we can ignore one of them because he's silent. So, unless it's sort of in the way though. But 15 kills. Now, we would definitely be relying on Lean making it pretty far down and doing a good dance. Like we might want her to dance from this tile. So someone stands there and gets a kill, someone stands there, gets a kill, someone stands there after this guy's dead, gets a kill, someone kills and then cantos back, just so we can get 4 more moves relatively far south, because the hardest part will be getting over. Now, it might be worth it to silence this guy as well. Technically, if we kill all of the heroes, snipers, and mages with the Jormungand, we could ignore the Hellcasters, because Sleep and Hell won't actually kill anybody as long as there's no one else that can deal damage. And I have Restore, and we can certainly heal people that get dropped to 1. So if we pick and choose our kills, we need to kill the Jormungand users and either silence or kill the Fenrir user here. So, like, we could pretty easily have Seti move over and silence that guy. Which is pretty much all he's going to be able to do. He can silence one person. Altina could fly down. Let's just see how the damage looks. Unfortunately, her hit rate here is not amazing. I guess because sleep staffs don't weigh anything. It's probably better to try to kill the guy with the Jormungand if I'm doing this. Like, the best use of her would be to kill this guy. She'd have to hit 2 at 80%. And he would almost assuredly drop her down to half health. We could probably use someone to physic her if I need to, but the goal here is to kill all the dark mages. I know it's overtime, but I feel like you guys are deserving of a little bit more fighting here. So she's gonna get hit by Jormungand, almost for sure. She can technically take 1 more hit. And she got a crit. If she could have just got that crit to start with, that would have been nice. But, like, that one was the hardest one for my Cav to get to. If I silence the Fenrir guy, we ignore the sleep, we ignore the hell. Everybody else is kind of on the road, so we might... I mean, I don't even know, but between this and the dance, we should be able to get down there. And that's... yeah, so... lots of stuff to do. Okay, before we go back out there, let me... Patty's not going to fight anyway. Let's get Tinny her arena on. This, I'm just going to speed through it, super speed. Buy, Paragon, Arena, Fight, Elwyn, just to make it easier. I'll catch her level ups, but otherwise we'll just skip it, basically. Great level up, 1 HP. I don't actually think she can lose these fights, so... that's why I don't feel bad skipping them. 1 HP, 1 luck. Anytime that she gets, like, damage, she just gets a crit. So, like, it's pretty much auto. There you go. As soon as she got hit, she gets a crit. Crit for hit. HP, luck, defense. She's not getting that magic up. I wonder if she's already capped or something. She actually didn't go below half health on 1 hit from the Fire Tome? Crazy. So she got her 4 level ups. Very nice. And HP luck. Okay, I wonder if she's just capped out on the important stats. Let's figure that out. That means we've basically done all the all the important arena plus stat caps on camera today and yesterday. So Tinny, she is a war mage, which is female mage fighter. So her magic cap is 27. Okay, well that explains why her magic's not going up. Her skill cap's 24. Okay. Her speed cap's 27. Okay. Her defense is 20 and her resistance is 25. So she's got nothing to improve. Unfortunately, 27, 24, 27 is as good as it's going to get. Which is also, they're very good stats. But when I'm complaining, you know, just keep in mind, this is why I'm going over the stat caps today and yesterday for this chapter. It looks like we're getting really bad level ups, but it's not, it's because we're at the max, you know. Anyway, that's just to explain myself, right? So now we can deploy her, and what we'll probably do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She can probably make it one more square. Man, this is a risky maneuver here. And this is really relying on the Fenrir mage being silenced, because we can't risk this guy. Like, we're not going to be able to kill him, I'm almost positive. So we'll get that out of the way. Hey, some magic on SETI! Thank you. It's friggin' time. Alright, good uses of silence, I figure. We'll have some sleep risk this next turn. But if I could kill this group, if it's possible, man, I don't know. How are we gonna pull this off? All my feet unit can do nothing. Feet unit are useless. I guess we should kill this guy and find out if Lean can make it to this square or not. This might be the best dance tile, but because of road movement, she could probably make it here, maybe even here. So we should kill this guy from the top with someone who could just barely make it, and then also kill the archer from the top with somebody else. Johan might just throw some axes around here, I guess. Like, there's not much else for him to do. 24 damage, maybe. His attack speed's not that bad these days, you know, 12. These guys are pretty slow, like negative, or just 1. So he definitely gets pursuit. Sure. He might kill... No, does he do enough damage anyway? No, he doesn't even do enough damage. Point is, we're chipping him down so someone else can finish him off, right? I don't know, that might have been a bad idea. But he can canto away, good enough. The best use might be to have... Like, if I'm sort of planning on having Lean dance from there, having an archer nearby might be really good with a lot of movement. So having this guy kill the boss, essentially, although this guy can't even fight back. But he's in a good spot to be danced, and then this lets us find out if Lean can move. Let me sort of plan that out a bit better. This is... I'm definitely pushing my luck, I think. I didn't mean to skip that, but HP, strength, and defense is a good level up. Alright, we definitely can make it to that tile if I should desire it. Someone needs to kill that guy. Fee would also be a nice one to dance. So in that case, we would want Fee to be here so we could dance from this tile. Maybe Windsword that guy. Because then Fee could fly over if we need to the fort. Like, not a lot of people can move through. But there's not many people over here we need to kill. Like, if I ignore the hell, this guy needs to die. This guy could be ignored. We have to kill this group specifically. I think we can pull this off, but man, this is some sketch-looking business. Looking for someone to kill this guy from max range that can't do much else. And moving Self down would be nice. I think I'm convinced that I'm going to do this move. I'm not going to put Lean on this tile after all. This doesn't actually get us a kill. Unless... Well, it could. It could. If I'm lucky here, we'll get an adept or a crit. There we go. Fee, making it easy. Making it look easy. Okay, so then the plan is to dance from here, which means we have to kill this guy at ranged, and someone has to kill this guy from above, which could be Arthur. Is there anyone that I could deploy that could just run down there and tag him? Yeah, that's the best right there. That's fine. Taking some damage here is no big deal. The idea is to remove any potential kills from next turn, basically. And if we get put to sleep, we've got... someone's got to restore staff. We'll be good. I might want to keep them out of range of the sleep staves, though. So, before I deploy, let me make sure... Yeah. Lana's got restore, but she could be put to sleep if I'm not careful. So I gotta watch where I deploy her. Okay, so we want to dance from here. We need a kill from here to open up that tile. So hopefully someone can make it down that far. And then someone in this tile. Ares can make it probably to either one. So could Oifi. Oifi might be a good bet for that tile. I guess... Optimally, it's actually stand here, kill, and stand here, kill. We should start with this one. Man, we do so much better in melee. This guy doesn't matter because he's silenced. Or he's asleep. It'd be nice to kill him too. Get greedy. Nana doesn't really have a ranged attack that's strong. Yeah, I don't think my ranged kill plan is going to work. We need someone to kill this guy with ranged, but other than that, these guys, we probably just want to go with melee hits. Unless, like, maybe with a steel bow. Oh, yeah! Alright, we're going to do this. I'm not sure if this is the best move, but... I probably should have moved Seliph down first to drop down the 32% accuracy here. Have we even seen Hell attack before? This might be the first time we've seen that. Good dodge, Leaf. I mean, you had luck on your side, but... Alright. So that opens up a tile for another ranged attack. For not very many people who can get there, but technically. Killing that archer is very important, though. Don't mess that up. I don't think this will be enough, but let me check. No, it's not. No, we can't use a magic sword for this kind of trick. So it's going to be... I don't think the javelin will be enough either. I'd be very surprised. Yeah, that's 19 times 2. So we're going to use... Oh, technically we could also Canto back. Yeah, Dermot could hit and Canto out of the way. Yeah, it's not bad either. He can... Because he can make it to this tile, it's almost a guarantee he can attack and Canto up one, right? I'm just... Let me put a random save down, because I never trust road tiles, but I think this is 100% gonna work. Never forget the power of mounted Canto, basically. And I know, we're way over time. We're just gonna finish this turn. We're not gonna actually end turn. I just want to show you. And then we can cliffhanger for next turn. Next episode, the fun. Yeah, okay, good. I could cancel down. No, we're not gonna do that. Someone else can try to get that kill. Alright, then Arthur. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with Arthur until now, but now we can definitely try to get this. 22 is not a kill. What if we go with Thoron? 34 would be a kill, assuming he's got the speed for it, which he probably does. This guy's got... Was this one of the sleep staves? Yeah, I think I'm killing one of the sleep guys. Actually, there was no guarantee we had the speed on them. Because they don't get any negative weight, basically, right? So if you look at these guys, it would have been the same as this guy. He would have had an attack speed of 14 because this doesn't weigh anything. And the Thoron weighs 7, so we were at 15. That was actually very, very close. But even if I hadn't killed him, I wouldn't have been too upset. It's fine. Alright, Seliph can make it all the way down. That's probably what we'll do. Ares also could make it all the way down. Nobody can make it adjacent to the other mage, though, on the right. So who has the best ranged attack against the mage? Probably Oifi? But dancing Oifi seems a bit silly. 24-24 is not going to be a kill. Well, I think we go Seliph. I mean, I just feel like if I'm going to dance, if I dance someone who can... No, we only have... Assuming we kill this, what? This doesn't even matter. We just need to make sure these 3 die. We're going to be dancing Fee and Dermot. Dermot can kill one for sure. Fee can kill one for sure. We just got to make sure the other 2 people we dance can finish this off. And we might even be in a situation where Fee can kill this guy, and we clear everything. So everything's either silenced, or 1 guy with hell, but no sleep. Like, this is looking pretty good. I just got to finish this off safe. Nana can't make it far enough. So it really comes down to Ares, Oifi, and Seliph. Seliph for sure. And then of Oifi and Ares, who do we choose? I wonder if I should go like this. The Mistletoe. Because I definitely don't want these guys... This guy can't even counter. We actually don't need to use a super strong weapon. We just need to make sure he dies. That's not enough damage. That's 25. That's not enough damage. I think the Silver Sword will be enough. 30-30. So he needs a crit, actually, technically. That's too bad. So we need like 40 damage, basically. Alright, we're going to go with the Mistletoe just to be guaranteed. You don't want to rely on crits and stuff. It's great when they work, but if you're counting on this guy being dead, we want to make sure we don't mess it up. And then, yeah, it's going to be Seliph because he provides the accuracy bonus, which we may need. He won't get a kill here or nothing, but the counter damage isn't that big a deal, and I just want to make sure somebody gets danced usefully. Wow, yeah, the actual damage output is terrible. Alright. Let's make sure I didn't mess up my my lean. She actually could have moved 1 more tile south, but nobody else... We couldn't have done a good dance if I continued to move her south, so that would have been a mistake. Okay, priorities now. This guy has to die. This guy has to die. This guy has to die. And if possible, either the Hell or the Sleep user. Probably the Sleep user. Easier to heal damage than status. So we should be able to kill these 3 in 1 round with these guys. They're all pretty strong. Let's go Dermot. So which ones are the strongest? I guess the Lopterians don't have a lot of defense, or the mages don't have a lot of defense. And I think Fee is going to go kill one of the mages, basically. Although, she doesn't have to be the only one. She's the only one that could make it to this guy, basically. How would it look like if I do this first? 26, 26. And actually, not enough damage. 26, 26. This is actually relying on a crit to get the kill. That's unfortunate. I don't think... Oh no, because we flame sorted this guy. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do this first then. This is the only guaranteed kill for Seliph. Good thing I hit him with the flame sword, hey? Because it might not have been enough without it. We will Canto over to provide... If I need the accuracy for Fee, we'll put him over here just in case. Yeah, that's fine. Because now if I'm over here, if I needed it, which I did, because we didn't actually have, we would have had 72% otherwise. So maybe I'll try to get some Dermot accuracy in there as well. So of the two, this guy's in the woods, this guy's on the road. He's easy to hit, has more defense. Dermot's got the better sword if I use the legendary sword. Or Ares, yeah. Dermot's got crit though. Like, is there any way we don't get this kill? 22, 22. There's no way he doesn't get this kill. He's got 4 attacks, 4 chances at crits. And if I move him here, we can get Fee his bonus as well. And I'm really relying on Ares not missing here, so I think I have to use the Mistletoe again. Well, we'll do the math. We'll do the math. Yeah, that's not enough to guarantee it. Not even close. Alright, this is why we have legendary weapons. It's fine. But I cannot leave this bow guy alive, because if someone gets hit by hell, and then this guy hits them for any damage at all, they would be dead. So, I think this has worked out really well. It's just, it seems really sketchy. It looks like, you know, we just barely pulled it off, which may be true. And because of my careful charm and leadership bonus, we have no chance to miss, and this should be an easy kill. I didn't double check the speed again. If she hadn't had the pursuit doubling, that would not have worked. But it did work. And I guess we move them at max range to start killing pirates? We'll just move her to the west. It's probably more important to start moving towards, like, these villages if I'm going to rush. Because anybody can kill these pirates. They're not going to make it in time to these 2 villages. In fact, we should be pretty easy to save these kids now as well. I feel like this actually worked out really well. You know, this... I don't know what optimal is for this this group of enemies, but... I feel like we lured them up a little bit. We silenced the ones that needed to get silenced. If I hadn't silenced this guy, then it would have been very hard to kill him. We would have had to leave the sleep guy alive, and that seems rude. So we'll just move people down, and basically we'll call that an episode. I feel like, yeah, I'm actually quite happy with how this worked. Maybe you have a better solution if you've played along, or you're playing along, or you're an expert at genealogy, but no, I think that was pretty good. Back in the castle, we want to get people out of the castle. I mean, I don't know if Hannibal's ever going to get anywhere near the combat. We do have some discussions, so next episode I'll probably try to start off with these. Shannon and Leaf need to talk to some people, so we'll get those going. Oh yeah, healing up Johann's not even a bad plan. Good job. And Lana is... There's actually... Everyone that can put people to sleep is already dead. So her restore staff is not necessary like I was sort of worried about earlier. I will top up Tinny, not like it really matters, but that's why we got the physics staff. And that's it. That's everybody. So that's all for today. A little bit long episode, but I feel like at least you got some action after all of our arena and stuff. And I don't think I forgot too much in the castle. Like, there's a couple little trades we want to do at some point, but for now we're good. And we've got a map to win. This is a good start against the Mage Brigade. And we'll try to save some villages. We'll deal with the Paladin Brigade probably next episode. And I'll have to look up exactly which town has a ring in it so that I don't give it to the wrong person. And yeah, I'm liking it. Good start. Happy. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. And have a great day.